Hey everybody, and welcome to this special on what it means when Mercury goes direct out of retrograde. So Mercury going retrograde is when Mercury appears to be going retrograde backwards in the sky, but it's actually only moving side to side, and even that's an optical illusion. But on the metaphorical, symbolic, spiritual level, which astrology is, the key marker of, Mercury symbolises, when it goes direct, a time of increased clarity. We can become more firm, and our decision making can be improved. Our communication can become more smoother. We can understand others more easier. It's like the gears of our daily lives are finally aligned after a period of confusion. So, not everybody does experience confusion when Mercury's retrograde. A lot of people are actually born when Mercury's in retrograde because it happens 3 times a year. So this can be great. And when Mercury's direct, which is most of the time in the year, about 8 months, this is when it can be retrograde for them now when it's going direct. So anyway, in general, when Mercury goes direct, it symbolises a time of clarity. And this year it's going direct in the 28th degree of Scorpio. So the Sabian degree for this symbol is the king of the fairies approaching his domain. So this symbolises a powerful magical energy. And in terms of the human body, the Sabian degree, the 28th degree of Scorpio, rules the mucous membranes in our bodies. So practically, Mercury going direct in Scorpio can make us more focus and overcoming communication difficulties. It can make obstacles that may have been in the way to us communicating get out of our way. So this could have been it's happening to me now, glitching, because this is because I'm talking when Mercury's in retrograde. But anyway, so Mercury going direct, imagine a business negotiation that has been stalled, plagued by miscommunications and misunderstanding. As Mercury goes direct in Scorpio, the fog lifts and clarity is restored, ta-da. So everyone involved can communicate more clearly, tensions can be stated and understood more obviously, and we can just become more productive. Additionally, the imagery of the king of the fairies, which is the 28th degree Sabian symbol, suggests a magical and transformative energy at play. So that's probably why I just said to that. So this symbolism highlights the potential for healing and rejuvenation. The mucous membranes protect us from harmful substances and pathogens. So Mercury going direct in Scorpio wants us to go in depth and pay attention to what's going on beyond the surface of our words and actions and other people's words and actions, becoming more aware, tapping into, the protective energy to know at the beginning is better than, prevention is better than the cure. So although finding out whatever you find out now could be painful, being attuned to ourselves, and especially more in tune to maintaining our respiratory health, maybe by practicing deep breathing exercises or using natural remedies to clear congestion, and it's that time of year where we may be bummed up. Also becoming more conscious of our dietary choices, going for foods that support our digestive wellness and boost our the health of our mucous membranes, because these protect us from plagues and stuff like that as well. So yeah, that's the interpretation for this specific Mercury going direct at the beginning of the year, at the 2nd of January 2024. Pay attention, dig deep, don't be scared of the dark, don't be scared of your psychological and spiritual trauma. Try and face yourself, try and face the truth, so you can go on in 2024 with more positive communication, because Mercury rules all that, and more clearer in your thoughts, this can lead to more positive action and less self-destructive behaviours and thoughts as well. So yeah, now I'm just going to talk about what it means in general, Mercury going direct out of retrograde on the spiritual level, more about the creative and emotional meanings, the creative meanings, what it means for committed and hookup relationships in more depth, as well as what it means for spiritual, educational and career development. So yeah, if you want to know the long version and more deeper meanings, stick on. So yeah, as already mentioned, Mercury going direct out of retrograde is like a cosmic traffic jam finally sort of like clearing up. It's like the universe has finally found its GPS and is back on track in terms of communication and thought. So astrologically speaking, when Mercury goes direct, it's time to buckle up and get ready for some smooth sailing communication. So this is good. So there can be no more misinterpretations or cross wires. It can be as if Mercury's got tired of playing hide and seek and decided to be straightforward for a change, and this can be an if, someone that may have been gaslighting us, or the ways we've been gaslighting ourselves may be removed, and we just maybe just more honest. And honesty always at first can be scary, but always breeds deeper understanding and living within the realms of actual reality rather than some sort of make-believe fantasy. So practically, communication in terms of emails, if you've been having delays with your appointments and travels and any other technical glitches, this can start to resolve itself. So on the spiritual and esoteric level, it makes it easier to connect with the higher realms of wisdom and insight and intuition. It can be like unlocking a hidden door in our consciousness that allows us to tap into divine guidance and intuition with greater ease. Suddenly we can find ourselves receiving clear signs and seeing synchronicities that point us in the right direction. So things that may seem coincidence can just lead us, because the veil between the spiritual and the physical realms sort of like becomes thinner, allowing us to navigate life with a deeper sense of purpose and connection. So symbolically, Mercury going direct can give us greater confidence and trust in our instincts. So creatively, Mercury going direct can spark an influx of innovative ideas and inspiration, as if the floodgates of our imagination have been opened, allowing the torrent to creatively flow freely to our minds. So this is good for artists, writers and musicians. You can suddenly find yourself swimming in a sea of new possibilities, as your mind can just be brimming with originality. During this time, projects that may have been stuck or stagnant can regain momentum. So this good energy, I plan to use this energy myself to restart a project I've been putting off. Now is the time. Sometimes things take longer, and part of me wants to give up because it's like, oh my gosh, it's so long and big, but we cannot do that. So this energy allows us to sort of like pieces of a puzzle coming together in place effortlessly now. We can go for it, we can breathe life into old projects and just feel more vital and excited about things we've been putting off. In relationships in general, communication can take a new level of clarity and understanding. Misunderstandings and confusions that may have plagued conversations in the past. Instead, now can be a newfound ease in expressing our thoughts and emotions. This is because Mercury going direct can enhance our ability to connect with others on a deeper level. We can become more tuned to unspoken clues and cues and subtle nuances and body language and just the words, the silence between the words, and this can allow us to truly actively listen and empathise with those around us. And also this energy, this celestial shift can bring new people into our life. We may want to go out looking for new social circles, meet new interested individuals who can inspire and uplift us. So the energy of Mercury going direct can amplify our magnetism, making it more sort of like just interesting to be alive. More clearer purpose and direction. Just may be like that song, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. It can be like that. So And because, Mercury represents intellect and communication, we can just become more organised and plans can be executed with more precision. So this is a good time for us to pursue material goals, so make important financial decisions, engage in productive negotiations, go for that career, go for that job, apply for courses, stuff like that. Politically, this can bring a time of, diplomacy. Conflicts can be resolved if people are open to a more smoother political discourse, where they try and listen to the other side's sort of opinion, even though it may seem crazy, and it could actually be crazy. There's lots of craziness going on now, and I'm not laughing, it's not funny, but sometimes I'm nervous about it. So during retrograde, conflicts and misunderstandings could have exploded, and this is what normally happens. This is what we've seen. So this energy now of Mercury going direct can just help us build sort of like bridges and find common ground socially, because it improves our interpersonal communication. It just allows us to work with other more better, so good for co-worker relationships and sorting out issues in our family and community and stuff like that as well, because clarity can prevail right now, meaning people are more open to common sense rather than their own viewpoint, so they'll be able to work together more happily, in theory anyway, but we can put it into practice. The karma of Mercury going direct can be like a cosmic clock resetting itself. The once sort of like stagnant and self-reflective energy can now be sort of like flow into a more outer directed energy. So it allows us to assess our actions, communication style and thought patterns in the contents of karma. It wants us to find resolution for our past actions, which may come back and confront us in our relationships or situations that come up now, can mirror these past experiences. So anything that seems like sort of like a nose and why does this keep on happening, instead of getting mad and going into self-pity and stuff like that, this energy is a chance, and so take that chance to learn from your past mistakes and make amends, especially to yourself. The karmic lessons that happen now serve as a sort of reminder of interconnectedness of our actions and our thoughts and their consequences. It's a time to take responsibility for our choices and examine how our past actions and words and thoughts have shaped our present circumstances. It really wants us to heal and release any unresolved karmic patterns on the soul level, where we have to just take in responsibility and going within ourselves. It's so easy to be so outwardly focused on what's going on with the stars and in the charts and who's doing this, rather than going within and healing ourselves, because it can be quite scary as well. So now is a chance to dig deep into your own consciousness, and use what you found in retrograde, but also be clear of what to do right now as well. By taking this time and effort and reflecting, you can identify any recurring themes or unresolved issues that keep holding you back. What keeps coming up in your life? These are the things you need to get over and learn from, so you can move forward and be the best you that you want to be, for you. So it's best to, be open-minded, have a willingness to grow as your mindset, and rather than resist or avoiding, these sort of enlightening experiences, embrace them as opportunities for self-improvement and transformation, even though it can be scary it's not nice, it's not pretty to confront ourselves and our shadow traits, or to, have the truth said to us by others and stuff like that as well. And in being open to letting go, we can let go and make amends and forgive the past hurt that others or ourselves have caused in the past. And this not only brings closure to old wounds, but also frees up space within us for new experiences and relationships. Although scary, the karmic implications of this transit are not meant to make us feel burdened or overwhelmed. Rather, they are an invitation to grow and evolve and to break free from patterns and relationships and ways of being and self-destructive tendencies that no longer serve you. It's a chance to rise above the limitations of your past choices, especially with your communication and your thought choices, and create a new path forward. So saying sorry, accepting apologies, letting go, expanding that mind, changing the way you communicate. But also the most important thing is to be gentle with yourself as you make these changes as well, and just have compassion for yourself as you may uncover emotions or memories that have been long buried. So it's just, crucial to give yourself that space, that empathy. So in terms of committed relationships and hookup, when Mercury goes direct, miscommunications and misunderstandings that may have plagued committed relationships can, dissolve, dissipate. Conversations can become clearer. You may be more willing to compromise, and this allows for couples to find their groove again. It can be like a breath of fresh air after being stuck in like a linguistic and talking kind of quagmire. Suddenly words can flow effortlessly, or you may just be asked again to speak to each other, because sometimes Gemini's mutable energy retrograde, it can make us moody. So we just didn't want to talk. We are of course more introspective when Mercury's in retrograde, so when it's going direct we may just be more talkative again. In terms of hookup, again, it can lead to cross wires in our relationships, Mercury retrograde being there, but as it goes direct, clarity once again can come into our hookup relationships, and we can just become more transparent, and we can have a better understanding of each other's needs and desires, and this can reduce the chances of misinterpretation or confusion. As Mercury goes direct as well, people can just become more proactive, so more flirting in their communication, and instead of feeling sort of like stagnant or stuck, partners may find themselves more motivated to take action and make progress in their connection. So we may have been like, I can't be bothered to reply to the text or the voice note or whatever, while Mercury was retrograde, and now people can be more like, oh yeah, I'm on it, it's all going down in the DMs, everything can just be on fire, people can just be more chatty and talkative, and if you're shy, you may just go after that person you want. So yeah, anything's possible. It's mutable energy, but on the flip side of that, because it's mutable energy, Gemini, Mercury, it makes all what you say and what others say are true, because people can lie, especially white lies right now. So be open, but don't ignore the red flags when it comes to hookup relationships. And to follow up, Mercury going direct can have positive effects on our relationships, but it does not guarantee a smooth sailing experience, because hey, have you met life? But just keep in mind that all types of relationships will still require effort, open communication, and mutual respect to sort of like grow and survive. So in terms of career, when Mercury goes direct, this is a good time to start new projects and make important career sort of like decisions as well. Spiritually, it can make us more open for spiritual growth and applying tools that we may know, or going back and using tools that we've stopped using to deepen our spiritual practices. So it's good for going out and getting information, because how you understand it and searching for it, it can come easy to you now as well. So it's good to seek out all types of spiritual, higher consciousness, philosophical, intellectual information right now. This energy ultimately allows us to connect more deeply with our inner selves and our spiritual beliefs. In terms of personal development, personal matters that may have been on hold or causing confusion can find some resolution. Now you can take some action, you can reach out, you may be more open to tying up loose ends and addressing misunderstandings and focus more on your personal goals right now. On the educational level, it helps us to concentrate and to understand complex concepts more easier, communicate more effectively with teachers and peers. So it's a good time and energy to start learning new things, going back and on old projects and stuff, setting new academic or personal educational goals as well. Relationship dynamics overall can be stronger if we are prepared to listen and overcome misunderstandings. Now I'm just going to talk about the best things for entrepreneurs and alternative healers and professionals to do when Mercury is direct. So creatives, embrace this period as a time of renewed creativity and self-expression. Use this energy to start and continue old projects, be innovative, use those ideas that can just fly in and to bring your artistic visions to life. But remember, you will need practical actions as well. So just allow yourself to think freely and let your imagination, fly. Take this opportunity to connect with other creative individuals, attend workshops that inspire you or that you need to upgrade your skills, and work with others as well. Professionally, use this to come up with new strategies for success. Work with your co-workers, network with industry experts and seek out mentors, or become a mentor, or take on challenging projects that showcase your skills and abilities. Remember to communicate clearly and effectively. Listen to other people's point of view as well. Entrepreneurs can use this to sort of go after new opportunities and make positive changes in your business. Use this time to evaluate your current strategies and make necessary adjustments as well. Reconnect with potential clients or partners or other entrepreneurs as well. Seek out collaborations and that align with your long-term goals, and focus on improving your communication channels and marketing efforts as well to ensure that your brand's message is clear and effective for your target audience. Alternative healers can be more patient and inspired right now. Use this time to deepen your knowledge and explore new techniques. Seek out advanced training or certifications that can enhance your skills and offer more comprehensive healing options to your clients. So become more holistic. Think about more services that you can offer. Connect with fellow healers or join communities where you can share insights and learn from one another, and embrace this energy to push yourself forward in your healing work and your own personal healing as well. So ultimately, when Mercury goes direct out of retrograde, take advantage of the increased assertiveness that it can bring and assert yourself in any areas of your life where you've been holding back. Speak up for your needs and desires and take actions towards achieving your goals, and just embrace all that comes your way. So this is the end of this special on Mercury going direct out of retrograde. Take care and see you next time.